My name is Liz and I have RSD, which is reflex sympathetic dystrophy. Everybody asks me, what is reflex sympathetic dystrophy? Simply put, my central nervous system does not respond to stimuli the same way that a normal person's does. So I could literally be in a car crash or get a mosquito bite and my body would probably react the same way. It's a little mixed up.
And by mixed up, I mean it doesn't know its butt from a hole in the ground.
So I wake up every morning not knowing how my body is going to respond to the stimuli and the impulses that I send from my brain. Now, my poor noggin does send the right impulses. It does know what it's doing. My brain does function.
That was like best case scenario. Maybe some days my brain doesn't function. I don't know.
But some days I wake up and it doesn't always get the impulses from here to where they need to go. Some mornings I get up and my feet do not feel the floor. Some mornings I get up and the first 30 minutes that I walk are terribly painful. They're numb. I need walking aids. I'm not doing well. Most days, even on my best days, if I go to Walmart and I'm going to have to shop, I better have a walking aid. On a rare day, such as the low humidity days, the low moisture days, and the cooler temp days that are in that sweet spot between 55 and 75, function really well. And I can get out and do things, which is amazing. And some days I'm stuck in my house and I cannot do anything, let alone pick up a jug of milk, a jug of water, open a Powerade bottle.
Shout out to my husband who opens all the bottles in the house as soon as he buys them because he knows I'm going to want into them, and I can't. So I literally, somebody could poison me because every bottle I ever try to open is already pre-opened. So thank you, honey, I love you.
And let alone use a steak knife with a fork and not look like I'm fumbling. I've lost a lot of sensation in my last 3 digits. They don't like to function as well as they normally should. And for the most part, it focuses on my legs and makes me look like someone who is very unstable or quite tipsy half the time. I'm not tipsy. I promise I'm not tipsy. But I do appear to be very fumbly, very uncertain of my footing, and very preoccupied with where I'm placing my feet. So people in public, thank you for pointing that out to me. So what does RSD also go by? It used to go by RSD, which is reflex sympathetic dystrophy. And now the doctors want to call it CRPS, which is chronic regional pain syndrome. But Lord help us if we say anything with the word pain in the title. We are immediately felons with criminogenic behaviors that are just waiting to commit a crime.
Just a little tidbit. If the crime requires motor skills, I'm not going to commit it. Sorry, y'all.
I'm notorious to have frozen shoulder. I will go 3 years. And then one day I'll wake up and my shoulder will go, hey, I hate you. I want to cause you such pain and I want to make you not be able to move for 7 weeks. And it will go, and it will grab 3 bottom ribs in with it and bend them until I cannot breathe. And then I will go to the ER where the doctors go, are you sure you're in pain? And as I pant and go through the x-ray procedure, they then come back and they go, oh, you're really in pain. So what can you do to help a friend that has RSD? Number 1, you can maintain the friendship and understand that the friendship is going to take more effort from you because they're going to have less capability to be out physically, to be mobile. Their motor skills are going to suck some days, and sometimes they're going to need a visit in their home because they don't really want society to see some of the problems that they're having. They're kind of embarrassing.
Shout out to the woman at Walmart who pointed out how when I walked I looked like Quasimodo. Not embarrassing at all.
If your friend needs a walking aid, think ahead. If you want them to go somewhere with you, plan it out. Think about, is it accessible? Even small curbs and small steps can mess me up some days. I need somebody who's going to think in advance. Think about if the door is wide enough, if I need a walker or another walking aid. Think about if the seats are going to be spread enough farther apart to get a walking aid through the aisle to get me seated. Is the emergency exits very accessible? Are you going to seat me by one in case there is an emergency and I can get out the door quickly? All of these things I think about before I go out into public. Where am I going to park? How far am I going to walk? Is there going to be an elevator? How long am I going to have to stand? And sometimes all I really am consumed about is who all is going to see me and what are they going to say and how are they going to judge.
Note to mean people, the things you say stick in people's brains.
And the last thing you need to know is that you need to educate yourself. It doesn't mean you need to be a rocket scientist or a brain surgeon to have a friend with RSD. We appreciate you listening. If you have any other questions about RSD, CRPS, or you want to ask me a little bit more about my daily routine or how I deal with the really horrible days, feel free to email me. It's down below, or leave me a comment or send me a message. I don't care to talk about anything, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.